We're going to the phone lines. We've got Luke from For King and Country. Luke, how you doing this morning?
I'm great. Thanks for taking the time to chat with me, Jessica. We appreciate it.
Oh, thanks for joining us today. Where are you calling us from?
Nashville, Tennessee today. So I'm on my way to a couple meetings. So you're getting to keep me company on my, it's not necessarily early morning commute, but on my morning commute.
Fair enough. Well, we like to keep you company. So thanks for calling in and being able to multitask on your way to your meetings this morning.
No worries, all good.
We've got For King and Country coming to Point Fest. We are so excited to see you guys live in concert at Cedar Point. It's happening Saturday, September the 15th. Now, this is the 10-year anniversary of Point Fest. Joining For King and Country will be Toby Mac, Crowder, Holland, and comedian Heath Arthur. So are you guys excited for the show?
Absolutely. I was thinking, too, the 10th anniversary, I think that we've played that event, 3 or 4 times. I think this might be our 4th time being there, at least our 3rd. And I'm like, man, out of 10 years, we've done quite a lot of those guys. So it's cool to be there for the 10th anniversary, and we're looking forward to it.
Awesome. Now, we got to see you at Spirit Song earlier this summer, and I know you guys have been doing the festival circuit. You guys have had a chance to go to a handful of the amusement parks. And are you guys amusement park guys, or do you guys kind of avoid the rides and the roller coasters?
I am not as much. My brother Joel is. I usually get on the rides, and I'm like, you know what? Why do I do this to my body? Why am I doing this to myself? And that's how I kind of know that maybe I'm not a roller coaster guy. Okay. But that being said, there's always a lot of fun competitions that radio stations, run. And hey, win a roller coaster ride with For King and Country. And when that's the case, they absolutely know that it's always going to be Joel. It's never going to be Luke on that roller coaster.
But it would be more funny if it's you, if you're, not a roller coaster guy. That's the best people to ride roller coasters with.
Yeah, that's probably fair. It's just probably not going to happen.
Okay. You just, it could be good, but it's just a fallacy. It's definitely, pipe dream.
In theory, if we're dreaming a little bit.
Well, we are excited for Point Fest. We're also excited for your new album. Dropping on October the 5th is Burn the Ships. Can you tell us a little bit about this album?
Yeah. Well, we've been it's kind of been in the making for nearly a year and a half now, and so I don't think we've ever spent as much time as we have on these tracks and this album, and so that's exciting to kind of walk through those journeys, tell these stories, and then now at a point to be able to actually share them with the world is very thrilling, because a lot of these concepts, a lot of these songs, they've been around for a while. And you don't get to share them with anybody. You're like, I worked on this is exciting. And then you're like, I have to wait a year before anybody's going to ever hear it,
Oh, yeah.
And so it's definitely at a point where we're ready to kind of release these. And hopefully at the end of the day, man, you hope that these stories that these songs are written about, that they impact people, because otherwise I think we're just making worthless art if it's not going to have any significance in somebody's life. And so our hope is that this will be something that can encourage people and spur people on.
Oh, absolutely. And speaking of encouraging people, your one song, the latest one that you've released from the Burn the Ships album, I think it's about 3 weeks ago that you guys dropped this one, God Only Knows. And the music video for this one is extremely powerful. And you even have a girl jumping off a bridge, committing suicide in the middle of this music video. Can you tell us a little bit about why you guys decided to write this song and then go in that direction?
Yeah, this was a song that was really written because of all the comments that we've gotten from over the years of people struggling with suicide. And not just suicide, but just struggling with heavy things, abuse, marriage breakups, whatever it might be. And one of the things that I think is the lie that Satan certainly wants us to believe is that the things that we're going through only happen to us, and that nobody else is walking through these things. And so we've got to keep these things that are very challenging and very difficult in our lives. We've got to keep them a secret. But the truth is, there's people going through this stuff left, right, and center. And the other comforting thing is God actually knows about this stuff. And I think sometimes we try to live a life as if I've got to kind of be perfect before God, right? But God's like, man, I'm in the trenches with you. I've experienced I've experienced hardship. Like that's what the cross represents. That's what those scars on his arms represent, right? And so we have this concept of God only knows what you've been through. You know, God knows every little detail of the things that have taken place in your life, and yet He still loves you. What an amazingly hopeful and redemptive thing to be able to sing a song about.
Absolutely. I don't know if you've gotten a chance to read some of the comments on the official YouTube video, but there's the top comment that has over 1,000 likes and over like 240 replies comes from Sarah, and she says, "I'm sitting here crying because I have depression and today was a bad day for me. I texted 4 of my friends and none of them responded. I was sitting here trying to resist the urge to self-harm when I got the notification that they'd released the new song. Talk about perfect timing." And then if you just read the comments, it's just people encouraging her to, you know, not hurt herself and to then know that she is loved and know that she's cared about by people around her, but also, of course, by God. And it's the entire thread of not only that comment, but all the comments are just person after person after person sharing their story with self-harm, with depression, with suicidal thoughts, with suicidal tries, their attempts to commit suicide, and just it's extremely encouraging. I usually avoid YouTube video comment section, but this one is extremely encouraging. Did you guys have any idea that you would have that type of impact?
Well, when I was a kid, I don't know how it was for you, but when I was a kid, these things were, you heard about suicide, and it was like this guy or this girl, what they had gone through in their life, and they had just decided, hey, you know what, enough is enough type thing. And then that's heartbreaking. It's awful. But it wasn't necessarily a bunch of young people that were walking through this stuff, right? And for me, what's been heartbreaking is that suicide is an option for a young person now. Like it's a fairly common thing. And so I think we wanted to address it and talk about it and offer not a solution that Joel and I can provide, but often a solution that really is it's just who Jesus is. It's just who God is. You know, He cares for the broken. I mean, if you look at the Beatitudes, the Sermon on the Mount, blessed are the poor in spirit. Blessed are the weak. So those are the people that God is chasing. He is after. He is pursuing those people. Man. We need to display that and talk about that a little bit more, because there's a lot of kids that are going through really, really hard things, and I don't think they know those truths, because if they knew those truths, they probably wouldn't be as likely to make some of the decisions and to contemplate ending their life the way that they are today.
So if someone is struggling with depression or suicidal thoughts, what would you give them as your advice?
I would definitely. I mean, for one, you gotta tell people about it, and I think a lot of people are ashamed to talk about that. But you need to tell people, because other people can shoulder that burden or whatever is going on in your life. And I tell you what, when you confess the things that are taking place in your life, things feel lighter. Things feel more doable. And so, even on that music video, we actually have a hotline at the end for people that if that music video found them in a place that they were willing to contemplate some of those things, that they could actually call somebody. And I think that's the most important thing. Is most people that are making these types of decisions of really contemplating suicide, they're isolated. And so the one thing that I'd say, if you're going through hard stuff, don't be isolated. Do everything you can, and if you text some friends that don't reply, keep going. Keep going to the people that you believe will talk to you. You got to get help.
Absolutely. And for anybody who hasn't seen the music video, if you need that number, it's 1-800-273-8255. 1-800-273-8255. Like Luke's saying, make sure you seek help. Make sure you talk to people if you're having those type of thoughts. If those are going through your head and you just feel like you are down, make sure you get connected with somebody. So we are talking to Luke of For King and Country. They're going to be at Point Fest. It's happening September the 15th at Cedar Point in Sandusky, and their new album, Burn the Ships, drops on October the 5th. So, Luke, we've gotten 3 songs from this new album so far. We've got Joy, we've got Pioneers, and God Only Knows. You guys said you're releasing 1 song every month up to the album release. So we know we're getting at least 1 more, hopefully, this month. Are we getting one in September as well?
Yeah, you're going to get 2 more. So there's 5 before the album comes out. So you're going to have another song come out in just a couple weeks. It's called Aw Man. I don't even know if I'm allowed to tell you guys this, but it is. I actually think it's coming out next Friday.
Next Friday.
Or is it this Friday? This Friday or next Friday? I don't know. Actually, it's one of the Fridays. It might be this Friday. I think it is.
Okay.
Anyway, all I just say is it's called Amen, and we've actually done, when we're releasing these songs, we're also doing music videos for every one of these songs as well. And this song, Amen, is one of my personal favorites on the entire album. And the music video is just insane. I think and if you knew all that we went through to actually record this music video, it was a crazy journey. But it's one that this next one I'm really, really personally really excited to release for everyone.
Does it top the 3.5 that you've put out so far? The 2 that you have for Joy, or 1.5 for Joy, the Pioneers one,
yeah.
And God Only Knows. I mean, all 3 of those are phenomenal music videos with very different aesthetic feels. This one's even better? Well,
I mean, art is always subjective, right? You know, so this is just my opinion. But when I watched it, I was just like, this is just so, I don't know, there was something about it that just got me. And not necessarily, it's just the setting, it's all of the different things, it's what it's illustrating. I'm just, it's the most proud one that we've made so far. Though, you know, I enjoyed all the other ones, but there's something about this one that is just, it's attention getting. It's just very, very, very interesting. And I loved, obviously, getting to make it. We did some things that were a little dangerous as well, so that's part of what makes it particularly satisfying to be on this side of it.
Awesome. Well, we look forward to being able to listen to that and see it. Can you give us just one line of the song?
Yes. The chorus says "Amen" over and over and over again.
Okay.
It says, all the people say "Amen, amen." You know, so it's there you go. All the people say an "Amen."
Okay. We'll take it. Well, thank you so much for spending some time with us today. We hope that you enjoy the rest of your meetings. If people want to connect with you guys, follow you on social media, what platforms are you guys on?
We're basically on all of them, I guess. Instagram, you know, Facebook, Twitter, all those good things. We're all there. King and Country, if you search for it, we, God willing, should show up.
Okay, awesome. Well, thanks so much for taking the time to talk with us today. We look forward to seeing you guys at Point Fest once again. Point Fest happening Saturday, September the 15th. It's the 10th anniversary, and For King and Country will be there sharing the stage with Toby Mac, Crowder, Holland, and comedian Heath Arthur. Thanks so much, Luke.
Hey, thank you, Jessica. Appreciate you. Have a good day now.
Yeah, God bless.